Alright guys, so we're going to do another car video. Except for this time, we're going to be testing out cleaning products. Car cleaning products. Pretty much all of these products, except for, I think one, are all going to be focused on cleaning the inside of the car. I'm just giving you a fair warning. Before you see how dirty this car is, keep in mind, this car has not been cleaned for 7 or 8 years, somewhere in that range. So it's very bad. I've kind of like picked up all the big stuff, like all the receipts and like food bags and like all that type of junk, but all of the dirt and like grease and everything is still in there. So I'm just giving you a fair warning. I'm going to give you kind of a before, give you an overview of what the inside of the car looks like, and then we're going to test our first product. Okay, so let's start on the passenger side. The outside door handle is broke. So first, let's just start on the seat. Looks like we got some, I don't know what that is, candy, drywall dust. Oh, got some chains that I missed. Some peanuts, it looks like. You can see the floor could definitely appreciate a good vacuum. It is very gross. And then we got this. I have no idea what that is. We have the shifter, all this dirt. This is just... It actually looks worse on camera. I didn't realize it was this bad. I think I actually wiped this off one time, because this used to look like that. But I think I actually wiped that off one time. The side of the seat's all dirty. Yeah, you can see. The whole thing is just really, really bad. And you can see over here on this door, very dirty. The inside of this handle, very dirty. And I think even steering wheel, yeah, you can tell. This thing needs a good cleaning. And our first product is something that this car has not seen for a very long time. I don't think this car has seen one of these since I've owned this car, and that is a vacuum. So we have a 12 volt vacuum that I'm sure this car will appreciate. So our vacuum, let's just see what we get. I think it's just a simple 12 volt vacuum, nothing crazy. Oh, we get a hose. I guess that could come in handy. You get one of these little like brushy ends. An extra filter, which we will probably definitely need this. You get the vacuum, which just appears to be a regular vacuum. I guess this is the dust catch. I feel like that's gonna fill up really fast with how dirty this thing is. You get like an end for it, which I feel like we're gonna need. That'll help. Have a nice day. Oh, this is like a little air freshener. That's actually kind of nice. Let's see if it smells good. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of smells like an old lady's house. Which, granted, smells better than the inside of this car. The inside of this car stinks bad. And then you have a little travel bag. So pretty basic stuff. All right, we've got this plugged up. I got it plugged up to the EcoFlow because the battery on this car really sucks. Let's go ahead and start with this. Okay, so you can see the dirt there. Let's go more down here. at how dirty that filter is already. The thing was pearly white when we started. It's already like dirt filled. Let's go over here to the tough stuff. I think I want to try a different tip. Alright, I put this tip on there. We should be able to get more dirt up with this. I mean, that's not perfect, but that's pretty good. Maybe we'll hit this stuff down here one more time. I mean, that looks pretty clean to me. This thing is completely full. Let's go ahead and empty this thing out and see what kind of treasure we collected. Okay. So I think the only way to... we gotta pull this filter out. Oh. Alright, so that's our... there's our filter. That's literally just all just dust. That's pretty dirty. And you can see the filter. This is what the filter looked like before. And then after, I don't know, it's probably 3 minutes of sweeping, if that. This car, the floor is much, much dirtier than I thought. I did not expect to see like this much dust in the floor. That's disgusting. So I think the verdict with this vacuum, I think this is actually really good. Even though this is like probably one of the most extreme cases that you could have. If you kept this in your car and you actually kept your car clean and maybe, I don't know, don't go 7-8 years without ever vacuuming it even once, then I think this would be perfect. Like if you were somebody that swept your car out once a month or something, this would be great. And I think it would do fine. This is actually really good. Just don't let your car build up dust for like 8 years and expect it to be something crazy. All right, so for our next product, we are going to we're going to try out this Chemical Guys Total Interior Cleaner and Protectant. I'm really curious to see if this will take off that much grime. See how strong it is. All right, first, let's just start off with something really light. This, you can tell, has kind of probably been wiped down with something before. Let's just start off with that. Spray a little on there. This stuff is like grippy. That's not bad. Got a lot of that grime off. Let's just let it sit for a second. Now let it set. Now let's see. I mean, I'm not that impressed by that, to be honest. Like, yeah, it's cleaner, but it's still got a lot of lines right here. I'm not super impressed with that. I feel like it should have been able to... I feel like it should have broke that up a lot better. Let's go for something else. Let's go for this little seatbelt buckle. There's probably some... looks like grease on there. Alright. Let's see if we can scrub that off. Oh no. I think we probably freed up too much grime. I mean, right there, it's cleaner, I guess. Alright, let's just go for something hard, I guess. Let's go for the shifter. That should look like this. Did I say shifter? I meant emergency brake. Alright. I mean, it wiped a lot off. I just don't feel like it cuts through the grease all that well. I mean, that's pretty clean. I think that works pretty good. It's got a weird, almost like a slightly like sticky texture to it though, which I'm not really a fan of. Now let's move on to the shifter. I don't want to get the entire thing clean. I don't want the car to lose its character. Jeez, this is like baked on there. Maybe if we spray the paper towel first. Let's spray this, and then we'll spray the paper towel. All right, now let's see. Let's put this thing in gear so it doesn't move around that much. Interesting. So it removes the gunk, but it's like the handle itself is like stained. That's what the whole thing is supposed to look like. That's actually kind of crazy. Spray some of that stuff down there. Spray some of that stuff. See what happens with this. That's actually pretty good. I'm impressed with that. What about like this? That's pretty bad. Oh, look at that. That just wipes right away. What about this stuff down here? Wow, okay. I want to wipe down the dash, because I got this like adhesive stuff up here. Let's just kind of spray the whole dash. That's pretty dirty. I didn't expect it to get this adhesive off, but I wonder if this stuff dries like shiny or what. Let's try. I want to try one more thing. Let's try this spot over here. That's rough. That's pretty bad. Because that's not even that bad. It's almost like you got to spray it on and let it sit for like minutes and minutes before it'll come off. Alright, it's been sitting for like a minute maybe. That is actually kind of surprising that it cannot get that off. Let's try something. Alright, so the chemical guys cannot take this off for whatever reason. So what I want to try is what I've always used to clean cars, which I obviously don't do very often, but I've always just used Windex. And this is generic Windex. So let's see if this will take it off. That's honestly probably about the same. Let's try something like the shifter. I think that worked even better. Like, I feel like it cut through the grease way quicker. This could be very embarrassing. Let's give the shifter a try. I'll let you guys be the judge. I felt like that came off way easier with Windex than it did with the chemical guys. Like, way easier. But I guess the end result is the same. But I'll let you guys be the judge. Also, the dash is now dry, and it honestly feels good. Like, it kind of feels like almost like silky in a way. Like I don't know how else to describe it, but it feels like it feels good. It feels really good. So maybe there's like something in there that's like gonna. Well, it says it's supposed to total cleaner and protectant. So I guess that might be the protectant. Especially this. This feels like silky smooth compared to this, which just feels like rough and dirty. Alright, so the Chemical Guys spray, I don't think it's amazing, but I don't think it's bad. As far as the cleaning side of it, I think it and Windex probably clean about the same, but I would say that it is probably going to protect more than Windex, so it's probably worth it. Our next product is called Crocodile Cloth. These look like baby wipes, essentially. If I can get these things open. Ah! Get off me. They honestly kind of smell like baby wipes too. Okay, so these are pretty big cloths. So these are supposed to... They're just cleaning cloths. That's what it says. It says bigger, tougher, fiercely clean. Jeez. Oil, grease, tools, wheels. Designed specifically for messes created by gearheads, mechanics, and grease monkeys. Alright. We'll try it out on some of the dirty spots inside, and then we'll, I don't know, find something under the hood to clean, I guess. Alright, first let's try something light. We've got some dirt here. Oh, that actually worked very well. That's pretty good. I guess let's go over here. I don't know what the deal is. That thing just does not get clean. Hey, we'll try right here. Oh, that worked like a charm. That got clean real easy. What about this nasty door handle? I mean, you can see it there. It does alright, I guess. Let's get this really dirty part. I mean, it's stained, but it got it clean. You know what? We'll leave that. We need a little character. Let's try this part of the steering wheel. Ooh, look at that. That actually works pretty good. Well, down here. Oh, you can see that little line right there. Alright, this does pretty good on the inside. Let's even this up. Oh, that was easy. That was super easy. Look at that. Oh, man. Did you see that? That wiped that away easy. It's like an eraser. That is impressive. I really like that. Okay, so under the hood, we have a lot of different options of dirt that we can clean. First, we're going to go on this intake right here. This is probably just some oil. Okay, that is surprising, but I did not expect that to take that off. Because this, underneath the hood, has never been cleaned, as far as I know. That's impressive. That's very clean in a very short amount of time. Now let's move over here. We know for sure that's oil. At least I do. No way. That just literally comes right off. That's even shiny. What? Alright, one more spot. Let's try it right here. This whole area. I mean, that's pretty good. This thing is plastic too. So that could have that could be contributing. I mean, it's plastic and that's pretty clean. Just for fun. One more spot. Let's go here. Right on the valve cover. Not that much. So, these things have actually surprised me a ton. These are way better than I thought they were. I'm going to try just one more thing. So obviously during that, my hands got just a little bit dirty. I'm sure they'll be just fine for cleaning hands. Yeah, they're actually pretty good. So, crocodile cloth, I mean, I think these are good. They're a little bit expensive. I think these are like $25 for a pack, but you get 100 in the pack. A little pricey in my opinion. If you have like greasy tools, greasy parts, stuff that you need to keep clean, I think these will do the trick. So our next product is Universal Dust Cleaning Gel. It honestly kind of reminds me of, I don't remember what it, just like fart putty, like whenever we were kids, where you could just like, let's see if we can get one. Yeah, that's kind of like what it reminds me of, except for it's not like not quite as good, but it's kind of just like, it's just like snot, essentially, that you're just supposed to like put it inside of like the crevices of your car and it'll pick up dust and dirt, and then you can, whenever it's dirty, you just throw it away and get another one. So we have plenty of dust and dirt to try to pick up. Alright, so the place that I want to use this gel is in there, and I guess we could also try to put it in there. Get our snot out of our jar here. It almost reminds me of, if anybody's seen that movie Flubber, kind of reminds me of that. So let's just, I guess just shove it down in there. Alright, let's see what we get when we pull it up. Oh wow, picked up a lot of dirt. And that's actually pretty clean. I mean, granted it was absolutely disgusting, but that picked up quite a bit. And what you're supposed to do is, I guess, just like, when it gets dirty, you just knead it, and you can just like put it back in there for some more. Oh, that actually worked. Let's try and get it down here. Whoa, look at that. That's not like perfectly clean by any means, but that's way better. Oh, I got a good spot. Right in there. That's a real good spot. Ah, we got out a little bit. I think that's going to be a tough one, because that, I believe that stuff is like stuck in there with like Coke and stuff. That's alright. I mean, we got more out that time, but that stuff is like baked in there, like real bad. So another thing you're supposed to be able to do is put it like on your like vents and your radio and stuff. My vents and radio aren't that dirty because, you know, I keep my car pretty clean. You can also kind of just like rip it. Let's push it into the vents. See if we can get anything out of there. Not really. Surprisingly, there wasn't that much dirt in there. Get it in all these little crevices. It's good to see that you can kind of like just smear it wherever, and it doesn't seem to like it doesn't seem to get stuck in places. Like you can literally shove it anywhere. You could also do like AC controls. I think I like this stuff. It's actually pretty decent, and it does what it says it's supposed to do. All right, so our next product, Turtle Wax Power Out Carpet and Mats. I just realized it doesn't say seats, but we're going to try to clean a seat with it because it's practically the same thing. It's very straightforward. You spray the stuff on there, you scrub it. It's supposed to make it clean. We're going to do it right here. You see this seat is supposed to look more kind of like this, like a lighter color. And you can see where it's been discolored through here. So we're going to see if we can help it. So you're supposed to shake it up. And then, jeez. I didn't expect all that. Jeez. Gets everywhere. And you're supposed to scrub it in. Wait a minute. Is that already working? No way. No way. No way. That took no time at all. That was literally like nothing. Now this is even lighter than this was. And this was like black. That was so good. So you see we have discolored here. And you scrub it in. No way. Come on. That's literally almost no effort. You can see the distinct line that I scrubbed. That is crazy. This stuff works not good. This stuff works crazy good. I would have never guessed that that would have worked that good. I'm impressed. I am very impressed. Alright, so now we are going to do a real challenge. This is the passenger side floor mat. We've got this and all this. I do have a feeling that there's probably so much dirt inside of this floor mat that this is probably just going to turn into like a mud puddle. But I do think there is a chance that maybe something could happen. So let's put some there. You're supposed to let it sit, and then so we have something to compare to. Let's just do like one strip down here, so we have something to compare to. We'll let all that. I'm gonna let this sit for maybe 5 minutes before we start scrubbing. All right, it's been sitting, so let's start scrubbing. That was the hood. Come on, don't move all over the place. Man, this stuff is like really in there. Yeah, that's kind of just like turning into a mud puddle. Ugh. This is tough. It's so thick, and all the dirt and everything on there is so thick. It's hard to. It's almost impossible to like scrub in this direction. All right. That was like not that much scrubbing, but let's see how we're doing. I'm not gonna lie, that looks amazing. To be completely honest, to go from what was there to that, don't get me wrong, this is by no means clean, but that like really dark stuff, you can kind of see a little bit of it still here. But whatever that was is almost completely gone. The streak right here, I think some of this like light color is still just some of the soap. This you can't really tell that big of a difference in. That hard stain right there, whatever that was, you can really tell a difference there. I'm impressed with that, for sure. Alright, so this Turtle Wax Power Out carpet cleaner, this stuff is amazing. I am so impressed with this stuff, especially with the seats, how I sprayed it on, scrubbed for like probably not even a minute, and it makes them look almost like brand new whenever they've been dirty for 8 years. And then this floor mat, where it had this giant stain, let it sit for 5 minutes and scrub it out, and it's like 90% out. If somebody, of course, I would never do something like this. If somebody was to like take a lot of time and like really scrub this thing and put a lot of effort and time into it, things that I don't usually do, you could probably make this thing look almost brand new, I would say. So yeah, I'm impressed. I think this stuff is great. All right, so our last product. We've done a lot of stuff. We've done a lot of cleaning. But the one thing left of this car is that it stinks. As you can imagine, something that hasn't been cleaned in 8 years. It smells like, I don't even know how to describe it. Just like dirty socks and boots and like sweat that has just been like baked in the sun for like 8 years. It just really stinks in here. So what we have is a Meguiar's Air Refresher. And what you're supposed to do is, it's got some type of, let me take the lid off. It's got like this little lid that kind of like locks down, and when you push it, you can see it kind of sprays. It's supposed to be like a new car. But what you're supposed to do is turn on the vents of the car on high, and then pull this down, and it'll lock. And then you just like put this in the center of the car, and it just sprays the scent all throughout the car while the vents circulate the air. And it's supposed to make the whole car smell better. If it can get the smell out of this car, or at least make it smell a little bit better, that'll be crazy. Okay, so that actually did not last very long at all. Maybe like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Probably not even 2 minutes. Let's get back in here. Turn the vents off. The can still has a little bit left in it. I mean, it's better, I guess. I could smell the new car smell, but it's kind of just like, it's like if you had a new car smell and then a bunch of sweaty people got in it, and then like just the smell of sweat was in the air or something. It's not like the smell it's not gone. It's not like completely refreshed, but it's a little bit better than it was. I would imagine that maybe if your car just smelled like a little bit and not quite as bad as this one, maybe it would work and it would be just fine. But if you have a car that's like really bad, like this one, that kind of just like the funk has just kind of been like baking in there for quite a while, it's probably going to be a little bit tough to get that smell out. But it's better than it was. I'm going to say, sure. If your car has a little smell to it, maybe you can try one of these. It works, kind of. All right, so that is all of the car cleaning products. I feel like this is probably one of the most brutal tests that we could have done for any of these products. I mean, like, especially the vacuum. Like, this was a pretty extreme case for all of these products. And they all did fairly decent. Thank you guys so much for watching. If there's anything else that you want to see me test on this car, leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.